Well, don't you look mischievous. Hey, Bean. If you're planning to give Bernard a good scare, sign me up.
No, I'm looking for a screwdriver. For the vent. Linda asked Eugene to fix Bernard's window.
Oh, I see.
Eugene?
What the hell? You'd better go and take a look. I'll stand guard by the elevator and make some noise if
Kinda
I see Bernard
expected
coming.
that.
Okay, thanks.
Eugene's probably
Be quick.
still angry about that letter. No way he's gonna fix that window for him. What letter, you ask? Well, you gotta watch the previous video to find out. It's fun. But if you don't want to, I'm just gonna explain it shortly. Basically, Eugene, the engineer of this hotel, he fixes everything. I don't know if you call that engineer or just handyman. Either way, is angry about Bernard, the boss of this hotel. Bernard made a decision which is against Eugene's will. You know, Eugene has a sick daughter, and
Opposing something that could help so many people just because it's close to your hotel? This is ridiculous.
yeah, that's basically it. It just, you know, Bernard is a bastard, like all the other corporate people, always thinking about money. I like what Eugene wrote in the bottom. Enjoy the you cold-hearted prick. Well, I'm assuming Eugene has a backup plan. I mean, a handyman like him must be able to find another job, right? I don't know. Otherwise, he wouldn't, you know, do this. I mean, he's looking to get fired at this point. I'm just gonna leave it here. You know, it's gonna be a funny joke when Bernard sees it. You know, he's gonna laugh a lot. You know, cold-hearted prick. That's so funny. That Eugene guy. Yeah, he's gonna be like that.
This does not look like a nice brotherly check-in. I had no idea things were this bad between Bernard and Raymond.
Dear brother, I thank you for your invaluable input, but I need to remind you the turn of our agreement. I did my part. I got you out of jail and ensured that the news of your deviant ways would not leak. Now, I expect you to keep your side of the bargain and stay out of my way. You're not in charge of the hotel anymore. I have worked relentlessly for the last 2 years to return the Clarendon to his former glory. A great challenge considering the poor state you left it in. I'm glad Father never got to see how you shamelessly destroy his legacy. As for me, I will be dead too before I listen to a single word of advice from you. You asked I lower our prices, but I can tell you that I plan to do on just the opposite. My guess will only be the lacrimée de lacrimère. Your deviant friends can find themselves another place for their sinful debaucheries. Enjoy your retirement. No, enjoy your retirement. I don't know what your brother did, but I'm pretty sure you don't have the right to call your brother friend a deviant. Because I'm pretty sure you did one of those sinful debaucheries with one of your subordinates too, in one of the hotel rooms, so... I mean, if you want to bring your hotel back to its former glory, having sex in one of the guest room is not the way to do it.
What Bernard considers sinful debaucheries could fill an encyclopedia. Could be anything from wild parties to guests walking around with their ankles exposed. Oh, Bernard. So close to doing something altruistic, but here you are holding it over your brother.
So let me get this straight. So the Bernard brother's friend could be like doing something very normal, but in Bernard's eyes, like it's something very terrible. Oh, your ankle's exposed. Get out of my hotel.
Surely your break is over by now.
No, it's not.
I came by here not too long ago, and Andrew was already covering for you.
That's because I was in the ladies' room.
That's no excuse to...
It's my time of the month.
uh,
You're married, aren't you? So you know how it is. I have to go more often, and sometimes I stain the furniture, and don't get me started on all the...
That's enough details. Miss Belovit, what were you doing in my office?
Just say I was in your office. Did you see me coming out of your office? I could be just walking down the corridor.
I was looking for a screwdriver to fix a loose vent.
A loose vent? Well, that sounds like a job for Eugene, doesn't it?
Well, you know, I'm not gonna spoil anything for you, but let's just say, you know, Eugene left a very funny note on the ground.
Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Drake has asked to see you.
Again? God, he just can't get enough of me, can he?
Just indulge him. Apologize one more time for Friday's mishap. Do whatever needs to be done. We cannot afford to lose such loyal guests.
Okay, fine. That was a close one.
Yeah, I had a few cold sweats, but at least I found what I was looking for.
Good. Well, if you need me, I'll be attending to the whims and worries of our entitled client... guests. Don't be a stranger.
Oh, he read the letter. And he's drinking. It must be because it's taken him a while to get the joke, so you know he's pouring a drink to pass the time. It's a very funny joke if you get it, you know.
All right, let's open the vent. Oh, I guess I'm free to disturb room 508 now. But that's where Bernard and Linda were. Ew.
You know what? It's a lot more better than I imagined, but it's still kind of disgusting to think about it. Make bed. We need to change the whole freaking sheet. Wash it down like 5-6 times before we can use it again. I feel bad for the next guest gonna stay in this room. Okay. Oh, all right. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
I should wait till I have more to report before.
Oh God, there's more over here. What in the fucking world are they doing in this room? Rotate. 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 Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me use the power of my brain to solve this one. That's something you don't hear often.
Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Huh. I'm guessing the recipient of this letter never got it? Otherwise, why would they, screw it back into the freaking vent if they already got the letter?
Anything new to report?
I found another message written in secret code.
What does it say?
Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Michael? Who's that? Another husband?
I don't know. It's the first time I'm hearing of a Michael in this story.
Let me check the logbook. There's a Michael staying in room 507.
Mrs. Beaumont's room? But she doesn't have a husband. She's here alone with... Oh, Michael must be her son.
Huh?
Some extra
Who
blankets
the
and
hell
pillows
registered their
before.
children to the hotel logbook? Like,
Yes?
you don't need that. You don't need your children to be on the
I
logbook.
guess I should go have a look at
Do you?
507, but
The,
it's not on my list.
maybe different times,
There's
I
a
guess.
do not disturb sign on the door.
Well, I could call the room to make sure no one's there.
Good idea.
Hang on.
Oh, they need to work on soundproofing this hotel. Holy shit.
You've got the all clear, Bean. Head on over.
Thanks, Beth. I'll call you back.
This is real now. I'm breaking the law. I'm breaking into somebody else's room without their consent. That is why I'm in the police station in the beginning, isn't it? Well, actually, now I'm thinking about it. I was breaking the law ever since I started stooping around. Yeah, I read letters and, their personal belongings. I touched a lot of them without their consent either. So I guess breaking in isn't one more thing isn't gonna change much.
Far away from him as possible.
I just met your damn lawyer. You got some balls to accuse me of all that. As if you're so irreproachable yourself. Do you think I don't know where you spend your nights? But worst of all is that you won't let me see my son. You won't even tell me where he is. If you think you have a chance to get custody, you really don't know me well. I won't let you take Michael away from me. Oh shit. It's written in French too, holy fuck.
Looks like someone grew tired of looking at your face, Mr. Beaumont.
Nah, the guy is just too smoking hot. The picture couldn't withstand the hotness on his face.
Let's get to the bottom of this and find out what links these rooms together. Mr. Cruz, huh? Numbers, dates, times. What does it all mean?
I don't know, I'm scratching my head too. But we did find a connection, Mr. Hector Cruz. Well, I don't know what the number means though.
So a husband can abuse his wife and just get away with it? And people like Linda still think divorce is wrong? Ugh.
Hey, look at it this way. If the guy's gonna get divorced and he's gonna find another woman to marry, there's another victim for him to abuse, right? But if they don't get divorced, he's just gonna abuse that one lady. And the ladies, you're already used to the abuse, that it's all fine and dandy. But if they get divorced, he's gonna find another lady to abuse. It's bad. It's what Linda would say, probably. It's not me. I didn't make up the idea. I'm a pro divorce guy. All right. wait a minute. That sounded so wrong out of context too. Richards and Carter, attorneys at law. Dear Anne, I have met with Louise and he has asked me to give you the enclosed letter. I think I should reiterate that some of your accusations, such as wife abuse, are not grounds for divorce in Quebec. What? Really? How is that not grounds for divorce? Oh, hold on. I understand you're hurt, but I do not think antagonizing your husband is very wise at the moment. Dude. The law and back in 1950s are ridiculous, man. Holy shit. Do not forget to be in court at 11 a.m. on the 20th. Be on time. Also, a friendly reminder that my fees for January needs to be paid before the end of this month. I am happy to help you out, but I cannot work pro bono on this. Sincerely, Howard. Well, Howard, I don't want you as my lawyer if if you give me attitude like this. Holy shit. You're supposed to help me. Well, I'm not Anne, but I feel the discrimination in this letter, man. The women's in the 1950s are not easy. Holy shit. I mean, just seriously, abuse is not grounds for a divorce case. She didn't even, sued him for like battery or assault. she just wanted divorce. But no, it's not grounds for this case, lady. You can't do that. What?
Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time.
Yeah, well, it doesn't stand now. All the kids nowadays play on iPad and iPhone and stuff. Alright, to Anne Barcy. Subject, Michael's withdrawal from school. Dear Miss Barcy, we have successfully processed your request to withdraw your son, Michael Barcy, from his school schedule and system under the agreement that you continue his education from home. Following this letter, you will receive the list of books and school materials that you need to purchase in order to follow the curriculum from home. A social worker will be in touch to help you understand our milestones so that your son can benefit from our program from the comfort of his home. Thank you for thinking of your son's education. Donald Byron, Director. Oh, his son is now homeschooled. I wonder what that's like, because I hated school. I wish I can just stay home and study and don't go to school. I had to wake up like 6 in the morning every day.
Sounds like this is from your school days, but the name of the sender is smudged.
December 26, 1945. Dear Anne, you were right. I missed the snow already. No, that's a fake Canadian. Nobody missed the snow. I fucking hate the snow. There's no way somebody will fall in love with the snow. It's so hot right now in Texas. It's still better than having snow. It's quite a shock after the cool weather of Montreal. My family had never seen snow before, and I could not find the words to tell them how beautiful it is. It's not, well, it might be beautiful for the first year. And after that, it's just a chore. They don't understand what they're missing. I wish I could build my brother a snowman like the one we built together a few weeks ago. Snowman is overrated. I'm joking, by the way. If you want to build a snowman, you build a snowman. But personally, I rather stay indoors. Christmas is exhausting. 9 days of eating, singing, dancing. It's great fun, but I'm glad it's over so I can rest a little. Of course, celebrations will resume for New Year, but it gave me a few days to relax. How are the things going on with your family? I know you don't get along well, but I hope you're still able to have a good time. I will leave for Montreal on the 8th. I can't wait to be back. I miss finding black cat hairs all over my clothes. I miss our late night studying sessions at Harry's. I even missed Sister Miller's classes, if you can believe it. I will see you soon. Warm wishes. And I don't think that's accidental smudges. I mean, this letter is well kept, you know. Everything is very clean. But then, the little smudges on the bottom. I think she deliberately smudged it so nobody would know who wrote the letter.
Oh, Michael. Adults can be so confusing. I promise it's not you.
Dad, I'm sorry, but Mom asked me not to tell you the name of our hotel. She allowed me to talk about our room, though. We have 2 little beds, a radio, and even a television. Mom let me build a fort, and the maid brought us some extra blankets. She's really nice. The hotel is nice too, but I miss home. I wish Mom and you could be happy, and I wish everything could go back the way it was before. But Mom said it's impossible. She says she no longer loves you. Do you think she'll ever stop loving me too? Michael. The child now is very insecure. That would do it for a child if they, the family is broken up.
So you were eager to set up a meeting, but didn't want anyone noticing.
I hope you're well, in spite of circumstances. We have been on trains for 2 days now. It's a long ride, made even longer by the fact that I cannot wait to see you again. We have scheduled to arrive in Montreal on the eve of Valentine's Day. I booked room 509. It's a marital suite. When we arrive, please refrain from talking to me until we can figure out a safe way to see each other. Say hello to Michael for me. M. Mrs. Beaumont, Carrington Hotel, 1178, Drummond Street, Montreal. Who is this M character? What is this, Professor Moriarty? Is Moriarty gonna show up in the game? And this Sherlock Holmes gonna show up later on as well.
Did Marcella send this?
Or think hard about it. It could be Moriarty.
You almost look like Marcella.
Does she? They all look the same to me. Mount Royal College, Montreal, 1947. That's a college. Doesn't seem like a college. I thought it was a nursery home. The winds in the leaf that they make a sound like that sounded like. A sound that sounded like? Really, Ed? The winds in the leaves that they make the tree whistle a soft melody that comes to my ear. I remember the part of this day, for it was the day we met. Jesus, this is bad. At least you're self-conscious about it. I was looking for my cat when I heard the sound of the leaves blowing in the wind, like the melody to my ear. On this summer day, the last one is the worst. Why is there so much emphasis on the leaf blowing in the wind? What's the point?
A suitcase wide open on the bed? You're almost making my snooping too locked. The key has to be around here somewhere.
This letter has been sent to you and has been around the world 3 times. I found that unlikely. The one who breaks the chain will have bad luck. Mr. Smith received the letter in 1953, made 33 copies and sent them. 3 days later, he won the lottery. Mr. Jones received it in 1956, made 33 copies and sent them. 3 days later, he discovered an old treasure in his backyard. Mr. Williams received the letter and burned it. His wife and 3 kids died in a fire that very night. Mr. Green forgot the letter in the drawer and lost his job. When he found the letter again, he got a better job than before. In no case should this chain be broken. Make 33 copies and send them. You will experience great joy within 3 days. All these last names. I'm pretty sure you can find the same last name in a grade school English textbook. Mr. Smith, Mr. Jones, Mr. Green. That good old-fashioned chain email scam. Well, in this case, a letter scam. But, you know, it's good to see something never change, I guess.
The key for the chest must be around. Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all. Aha! Keys are Snoop's best friend.
Huh? It's just right here. I thought the key would be in like a safe or something.
I shouldn't put it back yet.
What's the point of having a key if you're just gonna lay it around? Well, I can't say anything. My key are laying around on my table right now. But no, get this, all right? If I'm traveling or I'm living in a hotel, I would definitely not leave keys around the table. Sorry for the mess. I went to clean the other room because I don't really know what to do. It was very dirty. And now I found this. Like, they're self-conscious enough to know that they're making a mess. But they're not self-conscious enough to think that by writing sorry for the mess with a lipstick, you're making more mess.
Think, Sophie. Where have you seen a key like that one before? In a safe? Ah, there you are. With Marcella.
Oh, so both Anne and Marcella has the key to open the lockbox.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
Hey, Beth.
Bean, I've been meaning to speak with you.
Oh, about what?
Well, a little birdie told me Mr. Morgan and Mr. Cruz had an argument yesterday evening.
Really? Who's your little birdie?
Jacques. Apparently it got so heated he had to get involved. And listen to this. It sounds like we were on the right track, 'cause he heard a particular word thrown around quite a lot. Wanna guess what it is?
Cowabunga. That's a possibility. Maybe they're just very heated about Teenage Ninja Turtles.
Affair?
Bingo.
Did Jack hear anything else?
From what he told me, it seemed like Mr. Cruz was accusing Mr. Morgan of having an affair with his wife. Wouldn't have expected Mrs. Cruz to fall for a man like Morgan, but I guess the heart wants what the heart wants.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain Mrs. Beaumont's involvement with Mrs. Cruz.
What do you mean?
I found a chest in room 507. I think it can only be opened by turning 2 keys at once. I found one of them in Mrs. Beaumont's things.
Oh, and the other one?
Well, I remembered seeing a similar key in one of Mr. Morgan's stocking pictures, so I went back to check. Mrs. Cruz wears it as a pendant. It looks identical to Mrs. Beaumont's key.
Wait, so Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz own identical keys that are both needed to open a mysterious chest? Yeah, there's definitely something going on here.
They're gay. I mean, they're lesbians. I mean, why else would they, have the key and one of them wear them like a pendant? I don't think, you would do that for your best friend. Or maybe that's a girl thing. I don't know. But I think it's most likely they're lesbians and they couldn't be together because it wasn't era appropriate.
I think Mrs. Cruz and Mrs. Beaumont might be the ones having the affair.
That's an interesting theory. Did you find any clues that might support this?
Nothing concrete. I mean, I did find a letter that suggests they may have gone to college together, but they could just as well be good friends, right?
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
I guess we'd know for sure if we could have a look at that chest, but I don't think I'll be able to open it. I've looked around room 509. I would have seen the second key if it was there. Mrs. Cruz must have left with it this morning.
Yeah.
We were so close. I can't believe it all ends here.
Well, hold on. I may have an idea. Get me a candle and some plaster, and maybe I can do something about that pesky chest.
How?
I'll tell you later. Just find me those things, and I'll meet you in the basement as soon as I manage to leave my post.
All right. Thank you for not giving up.
Come on, you know I wouldn't let you down.
Oh, great. Another charges to my crimes. Oh, hello. You reached to the end of the video. I've been working hard trying to finish all these walkthrough that I started. So yeah, more is coming, and it's coming relatively fast, not very fast. But it is coming. So yeah, stay tuned, and if you like this one, please give me a like and maybe even consider subscribing. That will help me a lot. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.